The time is now. Let's make this moment let it young. The time is now. Let's make this moment last. Give up yourself onto the moment. The time is now. Give up yourself onto the moment. Let's make this moment last.
While you were on your comfort break, I just out of curiosity wanted to see, seeing that we're still in Europe, the pair of us. I wanted to have a look
Just
and see
about,
how
yeah.
Europe. Yeah, just about exactly. I know it's
I drew.
Europe.
Look, I drew away. I drew away from
I'm
home.
thinking Real
So
to Real Madrid to Anfield. What could possibly go wrong? But no, I had a look and see where the rest of the competitions are at. So, in case you're curious, the UEFA Cup is very Spanish dominated. You'll be intrigued to hear.
okay, okay.
We're at the first legs in the bag. Lens currently have Shakhtar at a 3-2. So they're at the ascendancy there. Zaragoza are defending a 1-0 lead against Atletico Madrid, which is interesting. Villarreal
Wow.
and
Okay.
Fiorentina had a cracker of a match, 4-3 to Villarreal. And Everton were still in this competition, but they were 3-1 down to Roma. So
Everton.
it's not looking good for them at the minute. Meanwhile,
Everton.
then, but yeah, I know
Weird.
you know
Look, this whole save is fucking off the charts. So we won't even go into that.
that is very true. The Euro Cup, which I presume existed, and it wasn't just the Intertoto Cup or something, is actually even more batshit. We got a Hamburger beating Slavia Prague 4-0 in the first leg. Hearts and Reading had a ding-dong battle. Reading beat them 4-2. So Reading are likely the same ones. Um, Bordeaux,
Oh, that's mad. I bet you it's all down to Kevin Doyle. Let me check this.
I have to check to see how the match went, but I'll tell you
Kevin
now
Doyle
that
scored two. Dave
yeah,
Kitson, Bobby Convey, and Kevin Doyle. I fucking knew it. He's
Kevin
broken in this
Doyle,
game, man. He's
the
broken. They're
toast.
undefeated in six.
To be fair, we just smashed them as well. I'm
Fucking
happy.
hell.
And
Games without
Bordeaux,
losing,
yeah.
11 for Reading.
Mm. Yeah,
Sorry,
they're
go on.
one of those teams in this in the meta for Football Manager. So yeah, who else got? So Besiktas are beating Olympiacos 2-0, and Bordeaux are beating Recreativo, which is a name I haven't heard in a long ass time.
Wow.
Hear this
Yeah,
as well.
Recreativo de Huelva. Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah. There you go. That's how the other European competitions are playing out as we start off
That's
the whole.
crazy.
It's all, this is fucking it now. So I've got
This is
a
it.
what I hopefully is a comfortable evening night against Toulouse, and you've got
I've
a
got
much
Sunderland,
worse
yeah.
game. Uh,
Well, see, the thing is, I can definitely rotate for this game because
mm,
I'm just thinking like how comfortable. Well, I'm not actually that comfortable. I'm 10 points ahead of Spurs in third. I can afford to rotate for Sunderland, given the
mm.
second bottom, and then I can use my top players. Oh no, I've beaten Sunderland. Never mind.
Whereas, funny enough, I'm actually in the opposite camp where I kind of need to keep my top players for West Ham
Hmm.
because West Ham I've identified as perhaps our toughest away leg or away trip until we get to Spurs on the last day. So I want to basically I don't want to have a repeat of the Fulham fucking game where we or not the
Yeah, no, you really
Fulham game,
don't. You really don't.
you know. So I definitely don't want to leave that in the balance anyway. Um
How do I
so
find
certainly
out? I'm looking for like goal scorers and stuff.
yeah.
My stats. How do I find them? Stats for goal scorers. Yeah, I'll do it later.
Yeah. As memory serves, I will have Bayern Munich to look forward to in the semi-final. Should you
Yeah,
beat
because you got to
God,
lose.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, I've yeah, well, we're 3-0 up in the first leg. So unless something absolutely fucking absurd happens in this leg,
Yeah.
with doubts.
So let's see. Aurelio helped Juventus qualify for the Champions League. So he's done all right.
Mm.
My no way. Tell you that Kevin Monet Paquette guy.
This
He's
guy.
this guy that is signed on a just on a hunch, and he's I don't know how many goals he's got for
Mm.
Charlton this season, but he's banging them in, man.
I have to say they're like that. This has been one of the real charms of this 0708 pack.
Oh God, yeah.
Able to just like first of all have like a remarkable level of historical revisionism and say, oh, do you know who would be great for this Liverpool team? This Sergio Aguero kid who's going on the cheap. And I was like, you know, you can't do shit like
Yep,
that. What you
yep,
can do is say like get ahead of somebody, get ahead of a team in a sense and say, do you know who actually would be good in this Chelsea team? Rafinha instead of Belletti. Belletti, perfectly good player in his own right,
yep,
but like you can't tell me that fucking Rafinha is not a like shoe in for that Chelsea team back at then. And and even then, like this is like the other fucking bargains I found in the meantime, like getting Thiago Silva in for nothing, Skirtle in for nothing.
yep.
Um,
I got Marcelo in for nothing.
yeah, exactly.
You know
Like
what I mean?
that's been the exciting bit of this challenge for me is
Yeah.
actually what weird fucking witchcraft can we crack here, you know?
So Monet Paquette played 106 times for Lorient and
Mm.
164 for Saint Etienne as well. So he actually had a half decent career to be fair.
No, that's no fair folks to him. I think he was
He's 36 now though, but still.
yeah. Well, I think he was I think he was always a League One merchant anyway, but that's nothing wrong with that. Perfectly good league. Our team of scout is
Aye.
Emmanuel Adebayor for some reason. Not sure why, because he's shite.
Carragher suspended for this game. That's right. Gerrard suspended. Here's where I really have to. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Um,
Weird action is the same. But no, my trouble is that like I couldn't register fucking De Jong or Baines because they're in
yeah,
some
that's true. Yeah, you
weird
that yeah.
rule. But
Right,
so
so I've got Ryan Babel, Keane, and Arango.
mm,
But I might switch Babel because he's a right foot. Arango's a left foot. Sissoko or Leva in midfield.
mm,
Sissoko or Leva. I'm gonna go with Sissoko. Risa, Finnan, Herpia, and Agar. See, Naldo's been getting forward for me lately. I'm tempted to put him in instead of Herpia, but I need that experience at the back.
yeah. Whereas I'm looking at some of the young players we've just brought in and thinking, should I give a debut to Jonathan Mallet, who's like 16-year-olds and 100% fictional? Like, you
Yeah,
don't come across a 5-star rating like every day, Dave. And not only that, but like he's already, when you have like some like youngsters who are already on the gold markings and not even
yeah,
like hypothetical at this point, are already out the good like box out of the good out of the box goods or whatever that fucking phrase
yeah.
is. My percent are shut down today. I apologize for that.
It's all right.
Uh,
All right, here we go. All
all right,
right.
you're first up. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is gonna be ridiculous. I've got my team pretty
Yeah.
much sorted. Carragher and Gerrard suspended, Govu injured, Pato unregistered, Chimbonda unable to be registered. So
Fun is what you're saying, Dave.
I
Is
don't
what
know
you're
how I genuinely don't know how this is gonna go. I mean, look, Keane has gotten me 17 goals in 18 games.
yeah.
So he's been the peak. Vazte Vazte has 17 goals in 29
Mhm.
games. So he's on the bench though.
Yeah,
So
if you're going extra time, you want to keep some options there just in
yeah,
case.
because I've got Babel who scored 14 and 22 on. I've got
Mm.
Keane who scored 17 and 18. So I've got two
Yeah.
proper goal scorers on there, and then Arango scored five, but he's had a lot of assists as well. But Ryan Babel's been
Rango's been very good. I'd have him as an option as well. But look, we
yeah, like let's just do it. I don't give a fuck. Right, let's go. So I've lined up my team as best I can. I can't like okay, here we go.
worst thing is I've got real Liverpool kicking off here and then fictional Liverpool kicking off here. It's like
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
so much shit going on here. Yeah,
Exactly.
perfect timing as well. Okay,
So,
so
oh, good Lord.
yeah, this is quite a team that you are up against, Dave. I have to say,
I,
Casillas, Ramos, Cannavaro. Ain't
Oh no. Okay.
like the fact that
Right.
like they're running a 2-4-2-4. Like Raul is like hypothetically in the midfield there.
Yeah, but let's see how it goes.
Here we go.
I'm not holding out much fucking hope here.
We
Purely
shall
because
see.
I know I held them to a draw, but just look at that fucking team.
I know. Here,
Come on,
I'll
lads.
take
Come on.
it.
Well done, Agger.
Yeah. Good interception by the Dane here, but it's been blocked out by Rossina, who's got space to run into here. Robin, who is hung out on that left flank. He's going to try and cut inside here deep, and he's found his Dutch compatriot, Ruud van Nistelrooy. It is a goal here at Anfield, but there does seem to be some consternation from the Liverpool defence here. But the goal will stand. Ruud van Nistelrooy has put Real Madrid ahead at Anfield with only 3 minutes on the clock. And you do have to say, when you look at the replay, Daniel Lager will feel like he has certainly let his team down there with that poor pass out of from defence. And it's
Oh my
such
God. Right.
Steve
Okay.
Finnan will not be able to continue in this match.
Right.
The Liverpool team.
We haven't got any fucking right backs.
Hmm? Carragher can go out there, maybe?
No, Carragher's suspended. I'm gonna have to put Marcelo on the wrong side.
Okay. So the young, exciting Brazilian Marcelo will be coming on to replace the Irishman. You normally see this Marcelo wonder kid on the left rather than the right.
Jesus Christ.
It seems his high physical attempt from Real Madrid has worked out as Mohamed Sissoko now coming off injured for Liverpool. With Lucas Leiva now on his place. Here's Robin now on the ball. Real Madrid comfortable in possession at the moment. Gabriel Heinze, a typical fullback performance so far. Fabio Cannavaro with time on the ball here. Van Nistelrooy has found a pocket of space here. And he has maneuvered his way around the Liverpool midfield. Sergio Ramos playing out wide this evening. The young defender. Plenty of promise for Real Madrid. Here comes a break now from Liverpool. Here's Arango. He finds Ryan Babel in space. It seems like the Liverpool are a bit cagey coming out of their half here. Lucas now finds Marcelo. Marcelo has space to run in for here. He trickles the ball along, and it looked like it took a deflection off Robin there, and or perhaps Rafinha, and it's going to be a corner for Liverpool. Xabi Alonso over this corner for the home team. Crosses it in, trying to find the head of Hippier there. Hippier, in fact, gets a touch on it, and he's found the ball in, looking for Risa, who rifles it over the bar. That's a glorious chance, and perhaps the best chance of the game so far for Liverpool. Quick throw in now will be taken by Marcelo as Lucas turns and he skins Robin there. Great technique from the Brazilian. He finds Risa and it's blocked off the head of Sergio Ramos. Be feeling that in the morning for sure. But this has given Real Madrid a chance to break here. Rosina to Ramos, who's still got space to run into here. But in Mascherano intercepts that pass. And now another counter-attack is on here. Robbie Keane has a glorious opportunity here. He's been forced out wide by Cannavaro. But Marcelo will find space. Lucas with space to turn. Goes for the shot, and he could possibly be a force to save from Casillas, but the linesman says it's a goal kick. Another glorious chance for the home team.
No.
And that's half time now at Anfield. What was a very poor start from Liverpool and two injuries in that first half. They have grown into this game with some glorious chances to equalise. But currently, that goal from Ruud van Nistelrooy is the only thing separating these two great European giants in this contest. And it looks like Sami Hyypiä will have... Yes, it's going to count. Sami Hyypiä has equalised for Liverpool from the set piece.
Get in there.
To the adulation of the home fans. Sami Hyypiä, who next season will play for Olympique Lyon in France. Well, you can't buy headers like that in Champions League football, and Sami Hyypiä brings Liverpool level on the night and in the tie itself.
Oof.
At least get, of course, that extra time and penalties will be possible tonight. Actually, that's a good question. Is the away goals thing implemented in this mod?
No, I don't think it was able to be changed.
Hmm.
It's one of
Oh,
those
none.
ones that's really difficult. It's like embedded into the game type of thing.
Yeah, makes sense. Anyway,
It's like
Keane
the
now.
Champions League format is almost impossible to change because it's like it's changed for. Oh, hold on.
Start the calendar year. Yeah. Oh, and Arango with a glorious chance. Liverpool really starting to stretch Real Madrid here now, and Gonzalo Higuain is on for Alessandro Rosina. And Sergio Ramos, who doesn't seem to have recovered after that block with his cranium, is now off for Torres. Two changes for Liverpool then as well, as Juan Arango is off for Ricardo Vazte, and Naldo will replace the struggling Daniel Agger. Only a few minutes left on the clock here for both these teams to find a potential winning goal. Babel scrapping with Gabriel Ence, and he scraps again with Wesley Sneijder. Great work from Babel, but it's fallen here for Gonzalo Higuain. What can the Argentine do with this? He's going to drill across, and it's a bit of a scramble between Van Nistelrooy and Hyypiä. It's going to come out for a corner to Real Madrid. Wesley Sneijder over this corner for Real Madrid. Minutes left on the clock. A goal here for any team will signal a place in the semi-finals, where Barcelona or Inter Milan will await. Sneijder crosses it in, and it doesn't clear the first man. It's Naldo who clears it. It's going to come straight back to Sneijder, however. Real Madrid trying to tease the Liverpool defence out with a ball out to Diarra. Miguel Torres, and it has been cleared by Liverpool defence. Remarkable scenes in Bayern Munich as Olympique Lyonnais have completed the fight back. It is 4-0 to Olympique Lyon. It is 4-4 on aggregate. That game in Munich is going to extra time.
As is
Both
this.
these guys now going to extra time. Incredible scenes in the Champions League tonight. And of course, the winners of whatever the eventual winners of that game between Bayern and Lyon will meet Chelsea in the semi-finals, presuming, of course, there isn't a comeback similar to their French compatriots tomorrow in Stamford Bridge. And yeah, it's another injury for this Liverpool. Robbie Keane now off for Fernando Torres. Robin now whips this corner in, and Van Nistelrooy gets his head on again, but it is comfortably in the palms of Pepe Reina. What can any of these teams find for inspiration as the minutes wind down and penalties await? One of these two teams, two great legacies in Europe, but one of them will be leaving the competition tonight, whether it be by goals or by penalties. And Guti puts foul. It's a foul on Lucas Leiva, but it's on the line of the penalty box. And it looks like there's going to be some consultation between the referee and his linesman. Was that ball, did that foul happen in the box? Well, according to the linesman, it was just outside, and the replays seem to agree with that. And Lucas Leiva is now down as well. This highly aggressive intention from Real Madrid. Lucas Leiva is still down here, really struggling here. Seemed to kiss the ball on his way out there, Lucas. Reese now stands over this ball. Is he going to try and go for goal himself, or will he try and cross it in? The few options there, including Sami Hyypiä, who equalised to continue this game into extra time.
Take the free, man. There you go.
Reese now lining up for the shot. Reese plays a short, looking for Marcelo. He takes a touch, and it's cleared out by Wesley Sneijder. A clever set piece routine there from Liverpool, but it's gone back to Arjen Robben. He's not proceeding forward, though. It looks like Real Madrid are going to be pragmatic here and wait for another opportunity. And would you believe it, Santiago Solari has scored for Olympique Lyon against Bayern Munich. It is now 5-0 to Lyon, and as things stand, they're going through to the semi-finals. Whereas here at Anfield, the anxiety and the nerves will continue to rattle here as we are going to penalties. The nervy times for both managers. As we see the home manager there, giving one last pep talk to his teams, while Fabio Capello will take his typical pragmatic approach. It's been a turbulent season for Real Madrid, with Fabio Capello being parachuted in after Marcelo Lippi's surprising dismissal at the Bernabeu. But Real Madrid's heritage in the Champions League is not to be sniffed at. And what better way to redeem a chaotic season with the Champions League? It'll start off with Ruud van Nistelrooy, however, and it's saved by Pepe Reina. The perfect start for Liverpool in this penalty shootout, but can they consolidate it? And they're going to start off with John Arno Riise. With a pile driver of a shot, he'd be hoping to take the lead in this shootout for Liverpool. And he does. He sends Iker Casillas the wrong way. And Liverpool are 1-0 up in this shootout.
I've taken a bold choice. I've gone with player morale and who's more comfortable.
Interesting.
So I've gone with who's more motivated to actually take the penalties rather than who's the best at it.
Yeah. Oh, Snyder puts that away, and that brings Real Madrid level. Here comes Lucas Leiva now, full of confidence. And he does send Casillas the wrong way. Liverpool retain their lead indeed against Real Madrid. Eric Edmond now. And he does drill it home. Pepe Reina rooted to the spot there. Phenomenal penalty from Eric Edmond. And now Ricardo Vazte, the cult hero of this season for Liverpool, on loan from Bolton. Can he put his name in lights here? He does. Cool and collected from the Portuguese. And the onus is back on Real Madrid to stay in this game. And Gonzalo Higuain. A lot of promise for him, but Pepe Reina saves the penalty and Anfield erupts. Because now all they need is one more converted penalty and they are through to the semi-finals. And it's going to fall to Fernando Torres, who's just come on for Robbie Keane, who went off injured. And Torres, who has had a subdued season so far. Can he write his legacy now? And he does. Liverpool are through to the semi-finals. And it is a Spaniard who has dumped out the Spanish champions on penalties. Liverpool's path to the final begins again. And yes, just to confirm, Lyon did beat Bayern Munich 5-0 in Germany. So now we're facing Lyon in semi-finals and not Bayern.
You might as well just give your route to the final now. Like just give your final spot now.
Team. I would have rather Bayern. Fuck that shit.
That's true, actually. Yeah, Fabio Grosso. You've got Benzema, Ben Arfa. Oh God, yeah. Okay, this is getting fucking saved. Ooh.
Right.
We could have a red card in the Merseyside derby, by the way. They're checking it with VAR. Jacob Wright. Oh, that's an ankle breaker. Oh, he's going to be very lucky not to get away with a red there.
Yeah, I think he got away with it.
Oh,
Yeah. Same old shit.
that looks sore. Right, I've saved the game. I'm going to save again just to be sure. You don't overcome Real Madrid very often, do you? Oh God, he's going to look at that. He's going to give a red. I guarantee. Well, see, he's cleared the ball. and he's followed through with studs on the ankle. So like he's done his job of clearing the ball, and I don't think he's done it intentionally, to be fair.
I think that's probably why they just kept it at a yellow then and stuck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Agricultural challenge, as they used to say, Dave. All right. All right, now it's my turn. And heaven forbid we don't get a fucking repeat of what happened in Munich, because Jesus Christ, I don't think my heart could take that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I better start recording, shouldn't I? Fuck's sake.
Oh, it's okay. I had the whole thing, so we're all right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm recording now anyway. Just yeah.
Grand.
But yeah, like shit, man. Like that was. I'm still sweating. Fucking hell, looking at that going right. Penalty shootout against Madrid. I'm fucked here.
Hmm.
But hey ho. When's your match is now, isn't it? It's next day.
It's tonight.
Yeah.
It is tonight. And Jonathan the Guzman has failed his fitness test, but that's fine. Yeah, okay.
So it's 1-1 on aggregate between Barca and Inter.
Is indeed.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
And I've bought their striker. So that could be interesting.
That could be a
Anyway,
problem.
that could be an issue. He scores and knocks us out of the Champions League. Cancel the transfer. I don't want them anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't want them
Okay.
anyway.
All right. I am gonna risk a few things. I am gonna give Carvalho and Terry a break because they're looking a little bit tired. And Belletti's gonna start on the right. And
He's been all
will
right for
I
you, to be fair.
yeah, no, he's actually been very, very good. Ashley Cole is fresh and Baines could play against West Ham, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna put Sam Hutchinson in on the left. Seeing he's young and fresh and just happy to be there. I'm gonna put I'm gonna start Michael Woods as well. In that position. Okay, so Malay is unfit, so that's not gonna work. So we'll go with Joey Mikel in the 6. And Shevchenko starting up front. Sinclair on the left. Kalu number 10. And let's go with Sinclair on the right, maybe?
Believe it or not, Adriano's been transfer listed. He's actually on the bench for this game.
Is he, yeah? Well, he's been transferred to
Because
the start of the game, to be fair.
yeah, like Crespo's on the bench,
Hmm.
but they're starting David Suazo.
Hmm. Interesting.
Interesting, yeah. A young
Okay.
Jean Moutinho.
Okay. Right.
Anyway,
Yep. Okay. I don't need to put. Well, I don't have anyone else to be fair. Alrighty. Here we go. So 2 youngsters playing starting against Toulouse, but
good. I mean,
take a
you have a
risk.
3-goal cushion. You can at least afford to risk a little bit of change.
A little bit, yeah. Like I've still got check and goal. Like at the back, it's still Belletti, Skirtland, and Silva in the back
Yeah.
line. So it's mostly seniors,
Okay.
seniors players. But I will give them just a little bit of a pep talk to say that they're doing just so good.
Right. I am
Right?
in the game. So Shevchenko, Kalu, Sinclair, Pizarro, Owen McKell, Woods, Skirtle, Silva, Hutchison, Belay. Interesting. They're going 4-4-2 with Gignac and Dupuy up
Yeah.
front.
Like I said, I've got everyone on the bench, so I
Makes
think
sense.
it'll be all right. Yeah,
The change
like I
can
said,
be
I'd
made if
rather
it gets dangerous.
that's it. Yeah, I'd rather just have a few people just rested more than anything else. So if it's even 0-0, I'll be all right with that.
Yeah.
But still, we'd like to win. All things considered, same as the last time with Valencia. Like we had a solid lead, like from the first leg, but we still did our best to make it a difficult night. So let's see how we get
True.
on. All right, here we go.
Well, we're spoiled for choice on retro databases because there's like now there's a 17-18 one out.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by
Um,
that one actually. Yeah.
and then you've got the 85-86 one coming out
Mm.
soon. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
We'll trying to do
That's,
Moneyball fucking 1987. Yeah.
it
I'd like
could
to
be
buy this
interesting.
fellow here for £450. Deal.
Yeah,
What's his
pretty
name?
much.
Don Bonds. Ah,
Oh,
Shevchenko straight away.
oh no, no, no! They're checking it. They're checking it.
You're checking it. He didn't look off now to me, so unless Toulouse have paid off
That
the refs, I don't think
that's
so.
well, and this year maybe it's not out of the
Maybe.
realm of possibility.
I
Yeah,
know that was
goal
more
awarded.
Italian football.
That's like the best start you could ever hope for.
That's ideal. And where did it come from? Sam Hutchinson cross. Look at that cross from that young
Future
lad.
great.
Get him on the bus. He didn't have to be a decent player, actually, Sam Hutchinson, as I recall. Was he at Millwall for a long time, I think?
I think so. He had a decent career, to be fair.
He did, yeah, no, he's great. Good tight little player. And
Right,
well,
15 gone, 4-0 on aggregate. Can't see them coming back here.
well, we shall see. It's still a decent enough outfit. I know they're having a pretty bad time in the league, but there's still a few decent individual team players in there, like Matthew and Gignac.
Oh,
Oh, great save on check there against the Bui.
100%.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are you
Hmm.
keeping an eye on the other semi-final or
No, I'm not actually, to be fair.
fully absorbed?
I'm fucked no matter what I do. It's just no point. There's
It's fair.
absolutely no
Wouldn't that
point.
be if we're going for full wish of fulfillment? What a great way to end this challenge by having us like duke it out for the Champions League
Could
trophy.
you imagine?
Considering the venues at Wembley
Could
as
you
well, like that's fucking perfect.
could you imagine? Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh,
what a
oh.
strike, Malunga!
Hello.
Hello,
Where
sailor.
did that come from?
Yeah, well, fucking from his left boot
Whoa.
apparently. Holy shit, the fucking whopper shot that was. It was good play too, actually. Or I
Oh.
think I'm not sure who's going to be taking the blame for that now, but I think between the two midfielders now, they want a bit of a buck up.
Oh, you have an injury. Is Sinclair injured?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. Although he hasn't come up on my screen here to say that he's staying injured. No, he's gonna be okay. Yeah, he's fine. Let's see, here we are now. Come on, Belletti. It was a poor touch from Shevchenko, but he got it back. Oh, there's Sam Hutchinson again. My new favorite player. My new best friend. Yeah. Joby. Do you have fancy dive, Joby? No? There's what to try. Oh, turn. Shoot. Yes! 2-1. Get in there. Man, Salomon Kalou is a beast in this game. Like, he scored so many fucking massive goals in this season. Like, he scored the equaliser against United, I think, and he scored the winner against Arsenal early in the season, if I
Job has
remember
been your
correctly.
most disappointing player.
No, Drogba isn't great. He's had 20 goals all season. Like, but he's scored.
Barcelona are 1
Yeah.
nil up. Ronaldinho.
Oh, hello. Okay. If you have a choice, would you rather Inter or Barca?
Inter. Are you
Mm.
fucking kidding me? I'm looking at that Barcelona squad going, nah, you're all right, mate. Like, fuck right off, Ronaldinho. Fuck, I don't even want to look at that Barcelona squad, man. That's like 07, 08 Barca was the beginning of, well, almost the beginning of that fucking
It was the beginning.
reinventing the football
Yeah.
era.